magical.
Madness.
Welcome to Coffee Talk Friday.
It is Friday, which means the weekend is tomorrow.
Or today, if you think of it like me.
Or, if you think of it in our terms, our weekend starts today.
My weekend has always started Friday, even when I worked on Fridays. But
Yeah, emotionally, Fridays is like the start of the weekend.
it is.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Gotta get...
No,
What's that?
no.
Rebecca Black or something? Is that what that was? Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot about that song
Yeah.
until I just started singing it. But today we're talking Coffee Talk.
Mhm.
And we are taking a little bit of a...
Kind of going back to the OG Coffee Talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Yeah. About movies.
Mhm.
So this one, spoiler, will have spoilers. So
Yeah,
don't
there will be
listen
spoilers.
if you haven't seen this movie. But if you've seen the original, it's pretty much this movie.
The chances of someone not seeing this movie are higher than the ones we've done in the past because it just came out.
Yes. We're going to talk about Lilo and Stitch. So
Yeah.
grab your cup of coffee and we'll talk about the live action Lilo and Stitch. We'll probably talk a little bit about the old one too, but mainly the live action one.
Yeah.
But we just went and seen the Lilo and Stitch
Last night.
live action.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is fresh on the brain.
Mm-hmm. Very fresh.
And there was a popcorn bucket there at our theater. I don't know if they're selling this at all the theaters, but it had Stitch holding like a popcorn bucket, and it was cute.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was right at the movie theater, so you could buy a little Stitch. It was very Disney.
That's cool. No, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about this and do a little bit of a review on this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I quite enjoyed this.
I did too, to be honest.
Yeah.
The acting was definitely kind of geared towards kids in a way, like kind of the exaggerated type way they spoke and whatever. But we still laughed and got humor out of it.
Yeah, but it was that acting was very similar to like how it is in the actual original movie.
Yeah, they did a good job. They really did.
There's like lines line from line in there. I thought as far as acting goes, the little girl that played Lilo was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
She did a phenomenal job playing Lilo.
Yeah.
I loved her. She made me laugh. She made me cry. She was really great. I really loved her. And I thought highlight of the CGI was Stitch. Stitch was...
Oh man. I mean, he's what made that movie.
Yeah.
For sure. They made him so cute.
He was so cute.
The whole time I'm thinking I just want one of these.
I know. The whole time I was thinking he looks just like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, when his ears would come down.
Yeah, whenever his ears would come down.
Chris Pratt's our dog for those that don't know what that means, but
yeah, Chris Pratt the dog, not the human. But
correct.
But he reminded me so much of our dog, and some of those parts in that movie made me so emotional because I'm just thinking about our dog. Like, what if our dog we yelled at him and he got upset and he went back to his cage on his own and then just laid in there. And that part made me very sad because that doesn't happen in the original movie.
Yeah.
It's like the part there it was very similar to the original movies, but they did take out a lot of things. I didn't think they really added a ton in.
Was that in the original? What's her sister's name? Lilo's older sister.
Nani.
Was there a
She did not go to college.
She did not go to college, and then the person what?
David?
No, the lady they're trying to take custody of her or whatever. What?
No.
Oh, a social worker.
The social worker is in there, but it's just Cobra Bubbles.
Okay. But are they trying to take Lilo out of there because it's not a safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're assessing the environment.
Okay.
And so she's has to keep her job and so that Lilo can stay with her.
Yeah. Okay.
So that whole thing is still from the original storyline. But they did like kind of tweak it just a little bit. They added in like the other social worker, which I'm pretty sure, I could be mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think that's the voice of the original Nani.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
think so?
I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere or heard
We'll
that
have to
somewhere.
double check on that.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think so.
Yeah.
But I thought there were some parts that were just very funny in this movie that made me laugh a lot. It was very like a, shall I say, roller coaster ride?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Maybe a Hawaiian roller coaster ride? That's one of the songs from Lilo and Stitch.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's the like title of it.
Oh, okay. How do you know that?
Because it's on my running playlist.
Oh, okay.
I listen to it often.
Did they play the song in the movie?
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't remember which part they played it in.
It was a good movie.
But I really liked it. Yeah.
It really was.
My favorite parts of it, I guess, like from trying to take out maybe like things that are. I think the part that they did really well that I thought was so funny, that was similar to the original movie but not the same, is when Lilo went to the dog kennel and she actually meets Stitch for the first time. When she went in there and brought the candy in there, she's like, you can't be the dog's candy anymore. And she looks at her again and she takes out more candy. That part had me laughing so hard.
Yeah, you laughed pretty hard at that.
Yeah, this little girl is just going into the dog kennel feeding them candy.
Grapes and chocolate.
Yeah, she has all this like random candy. It's like none of it's the same, and then she just like pulls it out of her pocket. And
she was like, but it makes them happy.
Yeah.
And the worker's like, no, it makes them have diarrhea.
Yeah, I thought that part was so funny. But like the whole, like at the beginning, Stitch was going towards the cake and then going towards another sweet thing. And I'm like, well, if Lilo would have brought the candy in there, Stitch would have for sure went to her and took her candy. Or probably pushed her down and took her candy. Also, that's something that Stitch didn't do now that I think about it. Stitch like pushes Lilo down in the original movie and he never pushes her down in this one.
And in the original one, is it a thing where when he touches water, it like increases like his molecular density and then he just sinks to the bottom?
No.
Like, where in the world did they get that from?
I don't know, but I thought that was a very good tie-in to like when tie-in to like making like Nani more of a surfer.
Okay.
Because like she was training to be a good surfer and was carrying the rocks. And then that's what she did at the end when she saved Stitch.
I see. Yeah.
So like I like that they brought that around. I don't know why they put it in. Like I feel like it was kind of,
it was kind of a weird. It was. I mean, it didn't really like affect it too much, but
it was just kind of like it was unnecessary.
Stitch almost died because of it. But
yeah, but I mean, there is that part. It was kind of weird because there wasn't that. The high stakes were that Stitch was going to leave, which they still had that part. But then they also had this part where he's gonna die, and I was like, I don't really like that. Like this is my dog here.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Stitch is fine.
Hey, he survived.
It still ends the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like love that part. I didn't like hate it. I just felt like it was like we didn't need that.
Yeah.
And I really liked. What was the other part that I really liked that I thought was really funny? Oh, when they first, like the two alien guys that are coming to get Stitch. I can't remember their names right now. I should have looked up the names before, but I didn't. The two guys that are coming to get, they put on something to disguise with the humans, so they're actually their actor selves.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go up to the front desk lady, and she's like, "Okay, where are you traveling here from?" And they go, "I'm from Earth."
Yeah.
I was raised in Earth. I thought that part was so.
Because the one guy was like obsessed with Earth and couldn't wait to go there because he got to go try and find Stitch or whatever. But
yeah, but I'm from Earth.
Earth.
And I laughed really hard at that part too. What part did you like?
I don't know if there's a specific part I mean, I think we kind of
You
touched
enjoyed most of it.
Yeah,
though.
I really did though. I think my favorite part was just Stitch in general.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Stitch.
Yeah.
I thought Stitch was so well done in this
Yep.
movie. Like my favorite parts of this movie was Lilo and Stitch, which it's called Lilo and Stitch, so I feel like that should be the best part. So like I have no complaints about Lilo or Stitch. I feel like they were done very well.
Yeah.
Like I think if you would have maybe made his CGI like bad, it could have gone very horrible. But his CGI was
excellent.
Excellent. Yeah.
Like when I pictured, obviously you don't know kind of what to picture until you see it, but when you hear, oh, they're going to make a live action Lilo and Stitch, I don't have much complaints, to be honest with you. I thought they did as good as they could have, really.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't realize was Stitch was made for destruction. Like that was his.
Yeah.
Like, why did they make a creature so small? if that's the purpose of creating this thing.
Well, he was a mad scientist that just created Stitch.
Okay.
But he was making other ones too. It wasn't just him.
We did walk in. Like a minute or two after it started. I don't really know what we missed, but I don't think we missed much.
We didn't miss much from what I seen. So the part that we walked in on is he had already been captured and was doing his like spit thing. But from what I looked up, that beginning scene is the exact same from the original movie.
Okay.
So we didn't miss very much.
Cool.
All that happens is Stitch gets out, they capture him because he's a highly dangerous creature. He gets out of the captured and then flies away, basically.
Gotcha.
Which we saw
him flying away. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they don't have the big shark guy. So I know that you're not you haven't watched the original Lilo and Stitch as much as I have, but
right. It's been I've watched it quite a few times when I was younger, but it's been a long time.
He's like really tall and he's like the shark alien guy.
I think so, yeah.
Who was like the actual bad guy. They didn't really have him, so they kind of made the two aliens that were trying to get Stitch the bad guys.
Yeah, why do you think they made it that way?
I don't know.
Like, I wonder why they took him out.
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably
it was like they were bad guys, but at the same time, like
just kind of silly.
Kind of like silly. They didn't get kind of like your typical really bad guy until the very end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of like these two silly guys trying to catch Stitch.
But
I think kids would like and enjoy that.
Who I liked, that was an addition, was David's mom, the grandma figure.
Yeah.
She was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a great addition. I love her. She was very funny. She's just out here on her four-wheeler and she's just ready to go all the time.
Yeah.
And
she's on her four-wheeler a lot.
She's on her four-wheeler so much. And then
you don't see many grandmas on a four-wheeler.
Hands Lilo, this little 6-year-old, like a spray. Like it was breath spray. But basically tells her to use it like pepper spray. If anything goes bad, use this. And she does eventually, but it's just very funny. Lilo's like, cool.
Yeah.
And takes it and goes to the dog shelter. I'm like, I love this grandma. Yeah. She was a lot of fun. And I thought they had the Stitch moments with Lilo, and I think this is why I really liked this. I thought they did that part, like where Lilo and Stitch really bond, like where he kind of becomes like her sweet pet and like a part of her family. I thought they did those so well.
Yeah.
They have like the original Stitch voice, which like gives you all the feels. And then just the sweetest little girl. And I'm just like, this is what Lilo and Stitch is about.
Yeah.
Like he changes from a destructive alien to the sweet dog.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they snuggle up together and his ears fall down. And I cried more because I'm like, he looks like my dog.
Yeah.
And then
he looks just like a basset hound.
Just like it. They're kind of like aliens. The other thing I want to mention is the music. Because I think Lilo and Stitch music is top notch.
You know where it took me right back to?
The Polynesian.
It did. Immediately, I'm like, oh,
The
we're here.
Polynesian.
We're back.
Yes. It was so good. This music was it felt even more authentic than the original soundtrack.
Mhm.
Like they kind of expanded some of the songs.
Yeah.
Which I loved. And I'm like, Polynesian, add that to the playlist. Add it. I'm going to add it to my playlist. So
Yeah.
they need to add it to theirs.
Yeah.
If it's not already in there. But overall, I was really happy with this movie. I don't really have any complaints. I don't know. It's not like a movie that I don't know if I'm going to like rewatch it all the time because I do think the original one is better than this. Like it just is.
Yeah, I mean,
It's also a cartoon though. Like
if you're going to do a live action of a originally all animated movie, it's going to be hard to top it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a completely different thing.
There's only like 2 of those that top them for me. And I do think
What are
a
they?
princess movie, Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
But Beauty and the Beast is very like...
You like the live action Beauty and the Beast better? I haven't seen it.
Well, I think I like it better because it gives me a longer story of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay.
But I watch both of them. Like that's my favorite princess, so I'm very happy with both of them. So like doing a live action princess movie though is a lot different than doing a live action any other kind of movie. My personal opinion. Like I think it's going to be harder to do a different movie like Lilo and Stitch
Yeah.
over a princess movie.
I would agree.
So that's just my opinion. But this one I'd probably watch it again
I would watch it again.
like on Disney Plus, but it's probably not going to be one that I'm
routinely go to.
No.
Yeah.
Whereas like those other ones I'll routinely go to.
I get that.
So,
but I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Go see it. I think it's worth the watch, and
yeah.
it's fun, and I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, if you go in there and you're just like going to have a good time and enjoy a movie, I think you're going to enjoy a movie. Get some snacks, get a Slurpee.
Yep.
Have some popcorn. It'll make the movie a lot better.
Yeah, agreed.
That's it.
That's it.
So thank you for joining us for this coffee talk. And we'll be back on Monday for a regular episode and back next Friday for another coffee talk.
Coffee talks are kind of turning into just kind of anything right now, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Kind of just quick, direct, specific topics that we touch on for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, listen to us anywhere you find or listen to podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Share, comment, like, all that cool stuff. And we'll see you on Monday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.